Hello and welcome back to Reese's and my YouTube channel, where our goal is to inspire and educate and change society's views on people with disabilities. I have not scripted a video, but I have so much to tell you and so much to talk about and a huge update. Some good, some bad, all that stuff. And happy March income tax season for all us Canadians. What prompted me to do today's video is something positive that I found out and figured out on my own today. And I'm very, very impressed, to the point I need to share this with fellow Canadians. So if you're a Canadian, so my situation is different. My son is 15 and a half, who is Reese. I'm sorry he's not right beside me in this video. Just a little brief rundown. He is actually in bed on medication, sick. I wonder if he's waking up. We had an all-nighter. We pulled an all-nighter. So anyway, resources are very slim for me when it comes to getting him up, ready in his wheelchair, and to a hospital, to an emergency, or to a walk-in clinic. Back in December, we did deal with the emergency. We had to go. He went via ambulance, and I followed along, and it was a 12-hour wait. And it's just, when you have a sick kid, you know you're not going to take them to the doctor to emergency unless it's very serious. Well, yesterday and all night and all morning, it was very serious. And because I had spent the whole night up with him, don't get me wrong, yes, I'm exhausted with a ton of makeup on, okay? I purposely put makeup on just to do this video, but I have to tell everyone the positive stuff. When you're so exhausted, and he doesn't want to leave his bed. So he came home, he wouldn't let me touch his neck. His face had a rash on it on the right side, okay? His ear has stuff draining from it. First thought, okay, ear infection. But last night and this morning was a whole nother ballgame. Big time drainage, gross, swollen. He won't let me touch him. He won't turn over. He's laying with his feet on the floor and the sore side on the pillow. He won't even lay out flat. It's that bad. And we were up from 1:30 on. So what I'm getting at here is, if you're a person in my situation and you cannot, for the life of you, get a hold of a family doctor on a weekend, or get out of your house or leave your place, and you really need medical assistance, I found an app and I am so impressed. I went on Google, and I know of gaps that have virtual appointments with virtual doctors, and I was filling them out, going through all of them, and here it only applies for Alberta or British Columbia, not my province. And I'm thinking, God, there has to be something. There has to be something out there. And I found this app. I'm looking for it right now. Sorry, you guys. It's called Maple. M-A-P-L-E. Maple. And basically, I filled out everything. I created an account. I created an account for my son. It asks, it's a legit app for across Canada with 24/7 healthcare practitioners. I'm going to show you a photo of it so you guys can see what to look for on the App Store, okay? Oh, of course there's going to be a glare on my phone. Focus! Oh, this is great, right? You can't see anything. Oh, man. Anyway, the app is called Maple, okay? It's 24/7 online virtual medical care. So I thought, okay, I'd take a shot. So I filled out all the stuff. I took pictures of his health cards. I took pictures of his signs and symptoms. And then I had to verify that I am his sole caregiver by either uploading my driver's license or I gave him my passport. Now, the reason you know it's quite legit, I have to say, privatized healthcare, you pay. So for a weekend virtual appointment on a weekend, it cost me $79. And that could be like a 5-minute, 10-minute, whatever appointment with a doctor. So I sat there, I filled out all the stuff, I sent in photos. Instantly, in less than 30 seconds, no joke, I received text and emails saying, Dr. So-and-so is going to be with you in, and it gave me a time and blah, blah. So Dr., I'm not going to say his name, so-and-so, and I were going back and forth virtually. And then he did call me, okay, to talk to me. So it is legit. So basically, my son did end up having I forget the diagnosis. You can print off the diagnosis. You can fax it to your pharmacy. My son got antibiotic eardrops and amoxicillin. And I don't know why I'm so happy. It's maybe because it was so convenient, so easy, because everything was so hard, taking him to the doctor, going to emergency for these huge things, going through blood work, going through test after test, not being able to see a doctor for 12 to 16 hours. It just killed me. So that's maybe why I'm so ecstatic. It was so easy. And like the doctor was legit, like he's a real doctor. It shows the doctors, you see their face, they talk to you, everything is legit. The prescriptions are legit. You can either have the prescriptions delivered to you, but it's a 3 to 4 day thing and they don't come from somewhere, or you can directly send them to your pharmacy. I sent them to my pharmacy thinking, okay, whatever, hope it works. Phone the pharmacy, they're like, yeah, we got it. And we will deliver it to you. It's here. It just blows my mind. I'm sorry. I know this is like not a big deal for some of you, but when you have a kid who is bigger than yourself, who doesn't want to leave the bed and is really, really, really sick, you don't want to have to go sit in emergency for 12 hours or even 6 hours with them. It blows my mind. So I'm trying to explain and spread the word that check it out. It's on the App Store. It's a free app. It's called Maple. It's across Canada, all provinces. It has doctors in it and specialists in it across Canada. And it offers other things like virtual. I have to show you. I have to show you. It's beyond. I'm blown away. Okay. Of course, sign in. Okay, so I'm going to sign in. Which is just my email and my password I created. And then, what did I create for my password? All right. So basically, it tells us our recent history with what we just had done. It keeps a record of the prescriptions that were prescribed today for Reese on file. Pharmacies, notifications and stuff. Basically, go on your laptop, go on your iPad, and that's how I found it, was on my laptop. Maple.com. I did everything on my laptop. Now I know that there is an app. So just happy. I'm sorry, like I said, Reese is in bed. He was up all night with me and he's so sore and he's so in pain, and I'm just so grateful we have the meds that he needs for this massively bad earache. Like, it's gross. All right, the other thing I wanted to talk about in this video is the last couple months. I haven't posted much. I try to take Reese swimming 2 Saturday evenings a month, but tonight we have to cancel because he's really sick. And I posted the swim video. February was a month of trying to reassess life decisions. 1 second. Part 2. Sorry about that. I gave my puppy Mila, M-I-L-A. We named her Mila. She is 6.5 months old. My puppy threw up. She does not throw up. She's not sick. We did a dewormer today. A dewormer pill. And that's one of the side effects that can happen, and go figure. As I'm doing the video, it just happened. So I just cleaned up everything, sanitized, sterilized, see if she's okay. And other than that, Mila, our puppy, is doing amazing. What was I talking about? Hey, Mila? So February was a good month, and well, I'm not even going to say a good month. We had to reassess Reese and I had to reassess our whole life. I'm used to a certain care for Reese when it comes to, he would go to a school, he would have a program to go to after school. He would have a program to go to on his PD days. He gets 2 PD days a month. That's 2 Fridays a month off. Throughout the school year, he gets 14 days, 2 weeks at Christmas off, a week in February, which was just last month, off, and then in April he gets another week off, and then this summer he has 2 months off. So I'm used to having care for him. Okay, I'm used to being able to work till 5 p.m. and having my son being taken care of, because his school program is not like other schools. It ends at 2:45 because he does not get recess breaks. His school program is straight through. So it's school, lunch, school, home. So I had to take the month of February off of work. I let my clientele know. I've never done this in my life. I've been working since I was age 13, working. I felt lost, and I felt like no hope, hopelessness. My son is 15. We held a massive meeting in the month of February. I did not set up the meeting, but the meeting was set up for me. I did a documentation speech to everyone. I had thought, you know what, this is great, this is great. This is my chance to voice things in a calm, cool, collected manner of what's been going down in the last 2.5, 3, 4, 5 years. The purpose of the meeting was all these people with amazing titles in the healthcare were to, you know, provide, hopefully our goal was to provide services for Reese and myself at this trying time. And also I'm just saying that parents before me have done this same thing. I never knew this because my son was promised care until he was 18. He was promised care at a certain place till he was 18. So I knew he would be going every day after school to a place. I knew on holidays he would go to a place for a day program, and I knew during the summer he would have a summer program to go to. That all came to an end. I'm not going to go into reasons why that came to an end or why the program ended where he went. I'm not going to even go there. It's too exhausting. Basically, it was like a shell shock. Your life changes, and I've never had to deal with this in my life. So I had to really reevaluate things and ask at least 10 people in the meeting that were there, like, what do you do? I have to work. I can't care for Reese 24/7, but I have to work. And I don't qualify for EI, just so you know, I don't. Why? I looked into it as well. I looked into qualifying for EA. I'm a sole caregiver, but I'm also a small business owner. And I went through the process with my son's pediatricians. We filled out the medical forms, we submitted them, and I was denied EI. And the reason I was denied EI is because as a small business owner, you have to pay into a special program through Canada Revenue Agency for EI. Now, I never knew that because I never worried about it as a small business owner, knowing my son always had care after school, on PD days, holidays, and I could still work. But when I figured out, I found out, and yes, it is legit. They phoned me, we talked. I do not qualify because I have to, as a small business owner, pay into it. Didn't know there was a program for that. But I wasn't worried about it because I knew I was okay till he was 18. So I asked, like, what do people in my situation do? And basically they all gave me the same answer, which was like parents who are still together or both are involved in the child's life, shift work. Single parents like yourself usually go on assistance. And I was, my jaw dropped. I'm like, no. See, I have to work. I need to get up and do something with, I'm a product, like, it's hard to explain to people how this affects me. You have no idea how this affects me. I don't want my only mission in life is to be a sole caregiver and pretty much a full-time care aide nurse. I want to be a good mother, but I also want to do my passion too and work and fulfill my needs with work and my job that I love. I'm at a crossroads. So from ages 15 to ages 18, where we currently live, there is nothing. I will say that again. From ages 15 to ages 18, where I live in Canada, there is nothing. All he has is school. So I have started back up with my clientele. My hours are extremely limited. I still don't know what I'm gonna do in these past 3 years. I'm not gonna lie. I did post a video wanting to move to Kelowna, British Columbia, and I did say I was gonna move there. I gave myself a time limit. And I always have to get my ducks in a row before I do anything. So yes, I looked into moving to Kelowna and British Columbia. Number one, there was nothing out there for him until he's 19. I talked with the right people and the right corporations. Number two, I could never, ever, ever afford to live there. It's not gonna happen. So I accepted that, and the universe wants me to be where I am meant to be. Now, long-term care. I'm against putting my son in a home. I have said this from day one. I have said I'm not putting my son in a home. He qualifies and can go into a home at age 18. He does. What I don't understand is why can I keep him at home and get the continuous help and the continuous respite? Why? Like, why? He's happy at home. He's happy going and doing day programs. He's happy and going doing things. He needs to socialize. He needs to get out. This is the biggest decision of my entire life. And not many people are going to understand this decision. I'm really conflicted. And for those who know me, and I mentioned this to them, looking into different countries even, temporary working visas, and hiring a nurse full time, I could afford it. Not saying I'm going to jump on the wagon and just go and do stuff. When you get into a position where you used to get 1 weekend a month free and you were able to work during the week, then that was taken away. and then all the respite care was taken away, and then you had school, and he had an after-school program, and then that was taken away. And you get to a position where like all you have now is school, and that's it. When you get to that position, you actually start to really, really evaluate your life and what is important and what is not important. Oh, I have no decisions made, none, zero. Because I still don't know what to do. This has been really hard. The meeting though, even though I voiced my concerns and hardships and blah, 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 I did get straightforward, good answers from them. I did. And I'm happy about that. I thank them for that. I said, be blunt with me. Because I spent like years writing documents and emails to get answers. Like a thesis to, like, let's just say I'm not going to name names, but let's say the top of the top of the top health authority people. But I got my answers, and I was thankful for that. My parents came in to support me, and they were proud of me for that. After the meeting, basically, there's going to be no resolve, meaning there's going to be no big change. Yes, there's going to be a respite place where Reese can go. Yes, you're going to have this kind of care. It's not that easy. So I'm still in the process, and that's why I don't think we've made any YouTube videos. December and January, basically Reese was sick a lot. February, I took the month off because of a whole change in our, sorry, my dog's acting up because she hears stuff in the hallways. There's probably kids running in the hallway. It's okay, Mila. You want to come see everyone? Mila used to be tiny. Hey, Mila used to be tiny. I love her because here's what I tell my parents. She's the daughter I never had. And what I mean by that is she's giving me a run for my money. Attitude, personality. Oh my God, she's obsessed with water. She needs to have bubble baths. I can't bath Reese with her seeing, and I can't have a bath. I have to shut doors. She jumps in. When I'm doing laundry, she has to see me filling the washer. And when I'm doing dishes, she has to see me filling the sink. Like, she's obsessed with water. Loves it. I have all her new harnesses because the first harnesses I had ordered way too small on her. She's only going to be it's a small medium size. She's a puggle, which is a pug and a beagle. Okay. I love her, you guys. Don't get me wrong. She gets on my nerves, but I love her. And she's that dog at 9:30 p.m. at night. She decides, I'm full of energy. I'm going to go get every single toy Mommy bought me, and I'm going to bring her every toy in bed one at a time so she'll play fetch with every single toy. It just blows my mind. So once it warms up, I cannot wait to get her outside. That's the only issue. I adopted her at the end of October where I live, and it's been way too cold, and she was so tiny. So now that it's warming up, we'll be going outside and to dog parks and for walks to burn off the energy. And she is absolutely obsessed with Reese in a good way. Like, she's obsessed. Reese, when he gets home from school, she'll jump up beside him, and he's like, no. Like a teenager, like, no. Go away. No. But when he plays the keyboard and he's content, she'll sit on his lap, and she's about, I'm going to say right now, holding her, 12 pounds. When I got her, she's about 3 times the size she was when I got her. I have videos and pictures of when I got her, but she's about 12 pounds. Yeah. And she's good. She's a good dog. I love her. We love her. Okay. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. She's not even concerned. She was like, what's going on out there? I gotta take care of it. All right. So basically, thank you for listening to my video. Like I said, Reese is in his bedroom sleeping. I'm so grateful to that app. Take a look at it. I'm trying to think what else. February was a gong show. December, January, he was sick a lot. And now that it's March, I'm letting everyone know, you know, our decision. I still want to work. I still take clients. I have no alone time, no free time, and I have no PD days. I have no care. Here's the thing. Rachel, go hire someone. Rachel, do this. Yes, I do. It's a rotation. People like the job for up to a month or two, and then they say, well, I can't do it, or I quit. It's not an easy job. You have to change diapers. You have to... Reese is an angel. That's not the issue. It's just not many people want to be in that job. And to hire home care, a nurse, it is $37 for 1 hour, Canadian. And for a bath, if I want Reese to have a bath, it's 2 nurses, which is $37 times 2. And a minimum they come in is they have to be here a minimum of 3 hours. So you do the math, right? $37 times 2 times 6 or 3 hours each. I did say the system is broken. I still believe the system is very broken. But privatized healthcare might be a thing coming to Canada. And if so, like, I paid for this appointment, this virtual appointment, and it was so easy, so convenient, so helpful. It blew my mind. For a doctor, 30 seconds, yep, they hooked you up with a doctor, here he is, he's gonna talk to you. I was like, what? Is this really, really happening? Because even if I did take Reese to a walk-in or a doctor, and I'll be honest, where I live, there's no walk-ins open on the weekends. There just isn't. And a doctor I go to get my own prescriptions, I literally have to book 2 weeks in advance just to get a prescription refill. They will not do it over the phone. You have to go in and see them here. Blows my mind, hey? So I hope this helps a lot of people out there, because I'm actually surprised I found that app. It was like a godsend. It's like my guardian angels were like, ding, 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 that's the one. And I'm glad I did. But like I said, when it comes to your child or anyone you love who has health or medical issues and you're stranded, you'll really think of like options. Mexico, temporary working visa. Let me see. Could I hire a nurse a day? Yes. Could I afford it? Yes. Have I looked into it? Yes. Have I kept my mouth shut about it? Yes. Could I work for somebody in Mexico? Yes. Would a nurse be able to come and stay at my place for 8 hours a day affordably? Yes. I've already looked into that. I just don't say anything because I'm not making a commitment or a decision. You have to outweigh everything. Canada, I'm Canadian. I mean, I've been to Mexico 8 times. Don't get me wrong, as a tourist. But to live there, would they have this? They don't have the same. Oh, it's hard, you guys. It's hard. It's hard. This is where I'm at in my life. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, questions, you can post below. And I want to do a big shout out to my friend Joanna. You should check out her channel. She's a good friend of mine. She is Canadian as well. So take care. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Bye.